The seventh chapter of our ethics book follows the story of a young media professional working on a story about a shooting in Waco, Texas in 2015. There was a shootout between two biker gangs at a bar in Waco, Texas. Law enforcement refused to give out the names of those killed in the shooting before notifying all of the next of kin. One news company obtained the names and published them online. A reporter who worked for one of the rival news outlets in Waco named Janet Wheeler was surprised when her company wanted to publish the names of those killed as well. She stated that there was not even so much as a real discussion about whether they should publish the names or not. There was pressure from managers and higher ups to get on top of this story because of the pressures of fierce competition. The company ended up publishing the names of those killed in the shooting in a report, and also included other personal details about them, including where they were from. Two were from Waco, the others were from out of town. The third major news company in the area decided not to publish the names in their story until the police released them, and this earned them praise from many of their viewers and readers. The book details a useful tip to consider when faced with a situation like this. It is to minimize harm. Basically, this follows the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Put yourself in the shoes of the people who would be affected by a decision, and think about what course of action you would want to be taken if you were in that position. The answers to the questions from the chapter are: 1. I think that minimizing harm is the most important of the listed tenets. The intent to minimize harm should always be present when doing journalistic work, especially over sensitive topics like mass shootings. I do not think that important information should be omitted because it could do harm, but I do think that harmful information should not be posted unless absolutely necessary. The answer to the second question would be beating out the competition is important, but it should never be the primary goal of a media professional. Competition is fierce in the media world, but putting all of your focus onto being first and beating your opponents can leave you open to make mistakes that have the potential to cause substantial harm to those the work affects. The answer to question number 3. The newsroom should have had a serious conversation about the pros and cons of releasing the names. They may still have come to the same conclusion to release them, but at least there would have been justification for it. I am more ethical this week after reading this chapter because, as a media professional, I am likely to run into similar situations. Pressure from higher-ups or competition are a very real thing in the media industry, and now I feel a little bit better prepared to act ethically in situations where those pressures exist. Thanks.